Welcome to this video. Today's topic is why your divine masculine runs during separation. We will uncover all of the secrets and what he's feeling and what's going on there and how you can stop that cycle once and for all and actually make them chase you. So stay tuned and let's dive right into, first of all, let's introduce ourselves. We're Twin Flames, Daniel and Carmen, Twin Flames in union. And believe it or not, but we experienced that too in our union. First, let's get clear. Why does your divine masculine run? You have to understand that it's not personal that he is running, because your presence activates something within him. That you are there in his life is stirring something up within. And it's mostly fears. Fear of intimacy, fear of losing this connection. Even like, Daniel and I were healing through this one a lot. Like, I'm not letting you too close to me because otherwise I am afraid to lose it at some point and my heart gets broken again, as it got broken all the other times with other lovers. So we were like putting up a wall. You can come this close, but not that close. And so that was something we had to heal, where we were running from ourselves. And all of these things can come up for your divine masculine to heal and to recognize. And it's you who's bringing that up. It's not personal, but it's like your presence, your love. And they need to move through something here. But no worries, since you and your twin flame are one, you have the key in your hand to change that dynamic.
Your divine masculine is not a person that is without feelings or without connection with himself. So whenever you come into your life, you also amplify their blocks and their feelings and their fears, because sometimes we may think that we are doing the healing, but the other person is completely like fine, or maybe kind of like a robot, right? They don't feel anything. They only feel good and they are doing whatever, but not like feeling something, right? But that's not the truth. I remember during my journey, I was moving a lot through being corresponded by the person I thought was my twin flame, and also Carmen, because previous relationships, I always found myself like loving the person and giving to them, but not really being corresponded. This other person was more like into allowing herself to get whatever she could from me, but not really giving more or coming to something more, a more formal relationship, right? So I was expecting that in this relationship too. I was like, well, what if I go too deep or I open myself too much and then I kind of get like betrayed, like what if she runs or suddenly she does the same as other relationship, right? One day I will wake up and I will be blocked and won't know anything about her anymore. And I will just be thinking, hey, what happened? What did I do wrong? Can happen to your divine masculine. Like, you may not be aware what he's moving through. This was one of the things I moved through, but there's for sure something that he's moving through. He's also getting to understand his feelings, maybe confusion. He doesn't know what to do, whether he should move forward with you, with someone else, what's going on. We are not separate from you, and we are definitely not unaware of this. Like, oh yeah, I just think about like sports and go to work and sleep and wake up. Like, no, your divine masculine is a very sensible and sensitive person, and they move through their process too. So whenever they don't reach out to you, or they may seem to be running from the connection, give them that. Have compassion for them, have patience, allow them to feel safe with you. Maybe they just need that time and that space, and they are not really running away at all. Maybe you think about or perceive it that way, and that's why you use the mirror exercise, so you move through your own blocks and block or offset, and you can move forward in the relationship. But on the other side, he might be thinking or talking about you with other person. That's what I was doing with my friends. I was also talking about Carmen, like, hey, I met this girl, she's in another country and on another continent, and she seems to be like my perfect lover, my perfect match. And sometimes I was just texting to my friends, and I don't think this happened a lot, but she was like, hey, what's going on? Or she was sending me like emojis to keep talking. And I was like, oh yeah, I need to answer her, because I spent so much time talking with my friends about her that, it happened like that. So it's not necessarily something bad that he may be running away. He may be also sharing with his friends how to move forward with the girl, how to treat her properly, next steps, right? Like, he loves you too. Otherwise, he wouldn't be talking with you in your life, and you wouldn't be watching this video because you think he's running away. But in truth, he wants you. He wants this connection. He knows about this connection. So just move through the blocks that may come and let him come to you. That's the best way to get your divine masculine. Just let it come to you, because that's his nature, to give you love. So the moment you allow yourself to receive him, he comes.
Exactly. And that doesn't mean like you have to wait for him to finally realize. No, you can accelerate this process and make him aware of this and help him feel his feelings and stop running away from his feelings when you hold the towel. And that means, how can you hold the towel? It's when you do your own inner work, as Daniel shared with the mirror exercise. Somewhere within yourself, you might feel you are running away from yourself in a way. For example, people say there's this runner-chaser dynamic and you might be the chaser. That's not true. This is what it looks like on the outside maybe, but on the inside, when you experience your twin flame mirroring to you that they are running, you are running somewhere within yourself away too. For me, that was always like, I never wanted to look at my finances and how I feel about my jobs. I felt super depressed in there, and I felt super anxious to even look at my bank account, even though I knew I kind of had enough. I never was aware of how much it actually is. And these things matter. Even though they don't seem to have anything to do with your twin flame directly, it is deeply connected to this, because your twin flame is there to improve your whole life in all areas, not just like in romance and love, but really in everything. This is an ascension path. And so when you now sit down and be honest with yourself and be like, well, I never wanted to look at how I feel about food or how I feel about my coworker or something. There is something you feel like, I'm trying to avoid this. I'm trying to avoid this specific feeling, whatever it is. Sit down and take your time to move through this, because this will help your divine masculine to be more compassionate. They will feel it on their side of the consciousness. Since you are one, you share one consciousness. They can feel it, and they can also sit down and be like, okay, I feel safe now. I feel like I'm ready to face this thing. And they stop. This dynamic of running and chasing stops, and they are there with you. And you, as the feminine, you will easily receive your divine masculine in doing so when you just really focus on yourself, love yourself, and give yourself whatever you want from your divine masculine. If you like this video, don't forget to like and subscribe and comment down. Stop running when you're ready to stop this dynamic forever, and to see how many people are there to feel the same as you and know that you are not alone. We are here to help. And if you want to go deeper for free, you can check out the free twin flame test on our website, and you will find the link in the description box down below. With that being said, thank you so much for watching, and see you.
Bye.
Bye.